We didn't hit the donation goal. Cars have to like call the cops on you. Leon, you're gonna get banned here in a second, dude.
Say my name.
Breaking Banquet.
You're goddamn right.
Now cars are going to be taking your, basically having like a sensor that tests for alcohol, and they also test if you're sleepy. And if so, the car is supposed to store it and not be able to crank up or shut down while somebody was driving it that's inebriated. Yeah, that's real. It's already passed. It's going to be implemented in the next 4 years, I think. So new cars have to have this technology already in it. You can look this up. It's already there. Cars have to like call the cops on you or whatever it might be, right? Let me see if I can look it up here. Drunk driving detection technology will be required in new cars by 2026. Here's what it could look like. The law has already been passed. It got passed in 2019. And all car manufacturers are required to have like this system in place that detects the breath content of your car, which there's all kinds of variables here. Where's the sensor going to be? What if somebody in your car is drunk, right? What if you're taking a drunk driver home and now all of a sudden your car picks up his breath, shuts your car off, or tells you to pull off to the side of the road and puts you in limp mode, and then calls the cops on you because your passenger is drunk and you're trying to be nice and taking him home. Gray area. You know what's going to happen, right? People like Ford, Chevrolet, Honda, they're going to sit there and they're going to take this information and they're going to sell it. They're going to sell it to police departments. They're going to sell it to, activist groups, whoever will be willing to buy this information. All right, well, let's look here, right? Kelly Blue Book, new law will require in-car breathalyzers. Motor Trend, next car could include a newly increased drunk driving. U.S. law mandates new cars have anti-drinking technology. Drunk driving could end as soon as 2024 because companies like Ford are already going to implement it. NPR, right here, USA Today, Reason Magazine, Futurism, like Washington Post, anti-driving technology. Like, does that do it for you? You think I'm over here bullshitting you? You think I'm just pulling this shit out my ass? There's so much ways this technology can be used that is just eroding your freedom. You could be offended, Leon. I mean, there's rules to everything, right? Like, I don't like how some people have the right to like talk shit about me on the internet. But I'm not going to be like, well, they should have their free speech taken away from them. That's not who I am. Freedom of speech works two ways. Leon, you're going to get banned here in a second, dude. Freedom of speech works two ways. Leon, you're going to get banned here in a second, dude. I'm dead serious. I fucking hate drunk drivers. And I'm not going to stand for it in my chat. I understand you're joking. I'm letting you know, don't joke about that. Freedom of speech. That's why I didn't ban you outright. Because you come in here, you chat, you're an active member of the chat. But like you're that's just too edgy, man. Too edgy. Yeah, but like that's just shit. Like people do this shit all the time. It's like, I don't know. Oh, your friend's an idiot. You know what my number one pet peeve with driving is? People that don't use signals. I know that's like everybody's pet peeve, but like I use signals even if nobody else is on the road. It could be 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm the only person in town. Cops think they're above the law. Like like in South Carolina, for example, it's different in every state. But South Carolina, cops are only allowed to break traffic laws if they're on an emergency call and their lights are on. So their lights have to be on to speed, not use turn signals, go through red lights and things of that nature. And like they just don't do it. They just drive 85, 90 everywhere you go. Act like they're Judge Dredd. I'm anti like the current policing, what would I call it, culture, like the warrior cop. I'm anti-warrior cop, dude. I am so much of a rule follower. I feel like I'm breaking like the rules if I change like my phone if I change the song on my phone if I'm sitting at a light. Like, I normally use voice commands for everything. It's actually illegal to change the music on your phone at a stoplight. It all depends on what state you're in. Ligma Sigma. Because like what ends up happening is how it's worded. Like, some states word it like you're not allowed to use any handheld devices while operating a vehicle, where some state you're not allowed to text, like specifically text, because there's a gray area there. For example, like, what if you're like trying to type in, what if you're at a stoplight trying to type in a destination, right, or something like that. And it's all like cop discretion, and that's one of the big problems. Like, things are too vague, and then the cops don't know the law to begin with. Like, there's whole YouTube channels dedicated on like the Fourth Amendment, where like cops like want you to ID when you're not required to ID. Leon, the whole porcelain puncher thing was because Boogie's teeth are fake, and they're like porcelain glass. And in the 16 years I've been doing YouTube, like, Keemstar's probably made me 50 grand at least.
We still gotta get him some Pepsi.
Talking about Pikachu?
Yeah.
Well, we need empty cans, so you gotta get me some Pepsi, and I'll empty them out for him by pouring them in the sink, obviously. Dude, that's a mistake if EDP wants to talk down on Keemstar. The only problem is nobody wants to touch EDP. If I had to fight EDP, I'd come out with some fucking cupcake fucking gloves on. Like, gloves that have like cupcakes with like pink frosting on both sides of them. And I would pull hard to get those gloves inspected. I'd send them straight to the boxing commission so I could use them in the fight. Right to his mouth. Paul, I'm married, dude. I'm married to the best woman I possibly could get married to. I married up. Why would I ever try to go back down? I have a pinched nerve in my hip, and I fought Boogie with it because, Boogie, I didn't think Boogie be anything. But like, Billy the Fridge used to be a wrestler. He actually can move for a big guy, and I want to be as close to 100 as possible if I had to fight somebody like that. Mike Tyson ain't fought with no broken back. Yeah, Billy the Fridge is also the same age as me, and he was way heavier, and he's also shorter than I am. Well, I needed to get an MRI done, but I couldn't fit in the MRI machine. And I'm trying to get back on Ozempic because like, if I can lose weight, which I'm doing a terrible job at right now. I've been eating everything under the sun. That would also help my hip out. Actually, the fall hurt my lower back. My hip is actually from something completely different. Once I learned it was my hip that was bothering me, not my lower back, it made complete sense, because I always have a coccyx bone pain, and I'm always afraid of like seriously injuring it. Room temperature IQ here. But like, I actually heard that helping Drew out. No, I have nervous tics. The podcast is moving slowly in the background. It's still happening, but like, there's other things that's happening right now that's got Keemstar's attention, and I can't talk about any of those things. No, I don't have the platinum on Diablo 4 yet. My wife cooked me rice, baked beans, and some fried pork chops. Yeah, I hit a home run before. I hit a home run in a full-size field. We did hit the donation goal. Think about shutting the stream down to go get me some of these pork chops.